Such a pleasure to be talking to Tony Chan, the president of Hong Kong University. First time that the university's been featured here, but
yes.
you have been to Davos.
This is my third time.
And the invitation to Hong Kong University must show some kind of a step of progress in the work you're doing.
Yeah, I would like to think so. You know, we went to the Summer Davos 3 times in China, you know, in Tianjin and Dalian. And we had these ideas lab there, sort of a trial, an interview of sorts. I personally, I'm on the GOLF, the Global University Leaders Forum. So that's how I've been coming for the last 3 years, including this time. But for the university, it's a great thing. We have a small delegation with 4 professors. They gave talks on blending the virtual world with the physical world. I think that was a great experience for everybody.
Another great experience, you were one of the lucky ones who managed to get into the conversation with Jack Ma.
Yeah, I just came from there. You know, I know Jack personally. He was our university's first commencement speaker 2 years ago. And, but his life story is just inspirational. You know, he said he was rejected 30 times, and when he was young, you know, trying to go to college. Even when he started Alibaba, he tried to get money from the bank and was rejected. But he said he loved Forrest Gump. Just keep trying, believe in yourself, and here he is where he is today.
I think
great story.
Forrest Gump is an inspiration to people we would never have thought of. But how do the young people at your university look at a person like Jack Ma?
You know, I would like Jack Ma to be an inspiration to our students. That's why I invited him to be the first commencement speaker. Not because of the money he makes, but of the personal story, but also the way his business has changed the lives of many, many people. You know, he was talking about bringing customers that don't know each other. They don't trust each other. Now they're sending each other money and goods. Small business from Brazil, from Russia, you know, sending goods to China. And he thinks of this as an enabling thing. It makes everybody's life better. I think that's great inspiration.
Davos prides itself on its science and technology. It says that it's good in lots of areas, but it has excellence in that field. Do you go along with that, being a specialist?
I'm very glad that Davos is doing that. Well, there's an obvious reason why they want to do it. You know, science and technology is widely seen as an engine for innovation and to move the economy forward. So here we have a lot of economists, finance people, politicians who pays a lot of attention to that. But I think there's another reason. I think the people here, they're all very successful and smart people, no matter what you do. And science is part of human civilization. You know, people in the old days, Newton, Einstein, they were not thinking about money, and you know, but people have an intellectual interest in this. And if they're interested, they get to learn it, then maybe they can make some money and make a business out of it. I love this part of Davos. You know, it's not just about money. It's about culture, civilization. In addition to science, there's also art. You know, NGOs saving the world. I try to go to many of these sessions.
Andrea Bocelli.
I missed him. I only arrived on Wednesday morning. I was told about his big concert. And I couldn't get into his one-on-one. You know, it's just so popular. But I'm glad I got to Jack Ma.
Well, Bocelli is not only a great tenor, but he also is blind and is working on eliminating blindness. There was a session on that, again, which pushes the boundaries of science. And I think that's a good point, isn't it?
Yes. You know, neuroscience. I mean, it's the great frontiers for science. I think we don't understand how the brain works. We've got a very rudimentary idea of how the brain works. And it's not going to be just life scientists. It's going to be electrical engineer because, you know, is the wiring is electrical. It's linguists to understand how we think about languages. So you here in Davos, they can all come together. But of course, the hard work is in the labs. Okay, yeah.
From a broader perspective, are you finding that there's still the focus on the rich north, European countries, America, and perhaps not as much focus on developing countries? Or
no, I think it's changing. I mean, you look at the people here. A lot of people from Africa, from Asia, from East Asia, China, a big contingent. If you look at the topics, they also, I think probably 20% of the topics of the talks and sessions are on the developing world. So I think this is great. I don't know the complete history of Davos, maybe in the older days. Even the university group that I'm on, there are a lot of people from South Africa, from Asia, including in addition to Europe and US, of course.
Now, you mentioned South Africa. Something very close to our heart is Naspers' investment in Tencent.
Yes.
Do you have any view on how they're going to conquer the world?
Oh, I know the founder, Pony Ma of Tencent. Tencent is a fascinating, company. Pony Ma started this, just basically on his own. It's kind of like Jack Ma, there's 3 Ma's in China. And, people sometimes think of the Alibaba, the Tencent, as a copy of, Google and eBay. Perhaps in the beginning they were inspired. But I think, given 600 million subscribers, how many transactions a day, given the different cultural background, something great is going to evolve from there. They can export to the rest of the world. I think we are watching it happen as we speak.